In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the Freeway City, better known as Gardena. Want to learn more about it? Well, stay tuned because I'm getting into it right now. Hey everybody, Dietric Williams, realtor with Compass in Baldwin Hills, California. Welcome back to another edition of Info on the Go, the show where I give tips, tricks, and insight on how to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in Southern California. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell. Yep, that one right there, so you're notified every time I upload new content to YouTube. Now, my team and I, we're getting requests from so many people who want to know what it's like to live, work, and play in Los Angeles. So if you're thinking about making a move to Los Angeles or just want to move within Los Angeles itself, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, however you want to get in contact with us. Just know that we got your back with everything that's Los Angeles. The city of Gardena is in the South Bay region of the Los Angeles metro area. It sits in the southwest corner of LA County. Now, the South Bay is comprised of 15 different cities. It also consists of several different areas of unincorporated LA County and some areas of the city of Los Angeles. And I talk about one of those areas, Carson, in a previous video, and I'll leave the link to that later on down the line, so make sure you stay tuned so you can check that out. Gardena was once a vibrant agricultural oasis. In fact, berries of all types used to be grown there, and it's why it was known at one point as Berryland. But development pressures began to chip away at the farmland, and in 1930, the settlement of Garden Valley joined forces with Moneta and Strawberry Park to form the city of Gardena, and they really did this as a way to avoid a heavily imposed county tax on a planned project that was going to be on a park site. As it evolved, it began to become more suburban than rural and started looking for different ways to get income. And they did this primarily through gambling. As the only locality in LA that allowed gambling, Gardena's 6 card houses really held a monopoly on that industry and on the area from about 1938 to 1980, when the city of Bell joined the party and opened its own casino. Even today, Gardena gets 12% of Hustler Casino and Lucky Lady Casino's monthly revenues. In fact, those revenues account for about 30% of the annual budget. Today, it's known as the Freeway City because it's surrounded by the 110, the 91, and the 405 freeways. So if you're new to LA or just looking to move around within LA, Gardena is probably worth a notable consideration. Living in Gardena offers a suburban, urban type feel. 52% of the residents are actually renters. There's lots of coffee shops, restaurants, and parks. And unlike some other cities where it's either mainly blue collar or white collar, there is a mixture of both in the city of Gardena. Overall, there's a lot of people who work in sales and admin support, sales jobs, and management occupations. The median household income is about $54,000, and home prices average about $555,000. Now, these are some of the highest in the nation, but compared to other LA County communities, they're not nearly as expensive. The cost of a single family home ranges from about $600,000 to about $975,000. And if you're looking for a condo, those can be found in the mid 300,000s all the way up to about $755,000. And the higher end is probably going to be new development. Now, Gardena is expanding rapidly, and as such, it needs to provide more housing for all of that growth. One such place is Rosecrans Place, which is on Rosecrans and Van Ness. Now, I believe most of these units have already sold out. I think there may be 1 or 2 live work units left, I believe what they call Plan 4. But in May, they're gonna release 25 additional units that'll range from the high 600,000s to the low 900,000s. Now, I spoke about townhomes, and there's a new development called Stonefield by KB Homes, which is going to have 3-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom homes that start in the low 700,000s. Now, some of the top companies in Gardena include Nissin Foods, and this is a really great story, really great company if you ask me. Momofuku Ando, who is the founder of Nissin Foods, faced a food shortage in Japan during WW2. and he created this instant ramen noodle. Now, this sparked a global revolution as this 3-minute instant meal became a staple for college students around the country. Yes, I was one of those students who pretty much lived on ramen noodles in the dorm. Another one of the top companies is Larry Flint's Hustler Casino. Now, I told you Gardena gets 12% of its revenues from the casinos. Hustler Casino is a $75 million a year business. You can experience going to Las Vegas without actually leaving California. Just don't expect Gardena to look like the Strip, because it's just not gonna happen. Now, if you want a casino hop, you can also go to Lucky Lady Casino, which is a little bit further north, but not too far from Hustler Casino. Now, another big company that is in Gardena is SpaceX. And one has to really wonder if Elon Musk is gonna move that division to Texas, just kind of the way that he did Tesla. He really wasn't pleased with California politicians and the way that they handled the COVID-19 restrictions and the lockdown, especially as it dealt with businesses. And not to mention that California has probably one of the highest income taxes in the country. That didn't fare well with Mr. Musk. And because of that, he said farewell to California. So we gotta wait and see what's gonna happen, if he's gonna leave SpaceX here or he's going to relocate that to Texas as well. With the population hovering around 61,000, Gardena is an extremely ethnically diverse city. The people who call it home will say they are from a variety of racial and ethnic backgrounds. And it's similar to Carson, and what you'll see is that similarity runs through a couple of the South Bay cities. So if you're looking for an ethnically diverse place, Gardena is definitely one of those places that you want to take a look at. Although the majority of commuting happens by car, Gardena is a little unusual for a city its size. There are a substantial amount of people who take the bus to and from work every morning. Now, this helps the city in one, curtailing some of that commuter traffic. So a lot of that gridlock that you see happening in Los Angeles, you don't really see that in Gardena, but it also helps to increase the air quality by cutting down on some of that pollution. If you're looking for great schools, 156th Street and Chapman Elementary Schools are both highly rated. However, Gardena Senior High ranks below standards. So if you're thinking about where to send your kids, you may want to consider going to North High School in neighboring Torrance. In 2019, Houston-based real estate firm Dietric Companies broke ground on Millennium Hawthorne, which is a mixed-use apartment complex near the headquarters of SpaceX. And it's only one of a handful of projects that are happening around the SpaceX headquarters, namely one being an office campus for Video Door Maker Ring, which happens to be an Amazon subsidiary. An entity affiliated with Dietric Companies and Blackwood Real Estate, a company by the name of AO, is seeking approvals to redevelop a 1.3 acre slice of property on the corner of El Segundo and Crenshaw Boulevard. This proposed project would consist of an 8-story building containing 265 residential units on top of a 250-car garage. Construction of the apartment complex is supposed to start in June of 2021 and possibly end sometime in September of 2023. But that timeline is contingent on a general plan amendment, a zone change, and other entitlements by the city of Gardena. And the city is always looking for ways to improve, as evidenced in its 3-year plan, part of which includes a downtown district that has dining and entertainment. So if you'd like to receive that 3-year plan, I'd be more than happy to send it to you. Just leave me a comment in the section below and I'll shoot it over to you as soon as possible. Gardena is a great neighborhood, but don't just take my word for it. Drive through the community, explore it, see it, experience the restaurants, the people, the economics, everything about it. It's like being in a large city, but kind of in a small hometown. So it kind of gives you that same feel. You just want to go check it out for yourself, right? But if you are looking to live in LA or close to LA, but don't want to pay those crazy exorbitant LA home prices, Gardena might be one of the last stops that's located adjacent to the LA metro area that you can take advantage of. So take a look, experience it. Let me know what you think. Now, if your budget is a little bit higher and you want to be in LA, you might want to consider these communities right here.